All right, giving back to the community and keeping history alive. It's all happening in the Willo Historic District, where you can see these homes for yourself. That's a lot of fun. So Kylie's giving us a sneak peek this morning. Love these places. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Scotty. I mean, I'm not as good as you, but we are doing pretty well here on a gorgeous morning in the Willo District. So just take a look at some of the homes behind me. A lot of the streets are tree-lined. There are 996 homes in the Willo District. It runs from 1st Avenue to 7th Avenue and then starts at McDowell, goes on up to Thomas. And so they're having a little show this weekend, the Willo Home Tour, happening on Sunday. So we've got the two co-chairs, and they are really all things Willo District. This is Brad and Ellen. Tell me why you love living here.
It's a community. I've lived in Phoenix for 30 some odd years, 16 here in Willow. I've never had a place where I know my neighbors, all my neighbors up and down the street. In fact, my neighbor here that's doing the co-chair with the home tour with us as well. It's just a fantastic place to be. And
I will vouch, you guys have seen people walking as we've been out here kind of setting up, and you're like, hey, Cindy, smile for the camera. Tell me a little bit about the home tour. We've got some pictures of some of the homes. What are people going to see, Ellen, when they go through them?
The real sense of community. The spirit here is amazing. Vibrancy of the neighborhood. We have all things happening here. Proximity to all the museums, restaurants. We're having music. It's going to be just fun. I bought a ticket 7 years ago, and I bought a house 4 months later. So there you go.
So it really works well. Yeah. You bought a home. Tickets are $20. Your home is actually on the tour. So Victor is going to take us inside. We'll let him go first. Tell me a little bit about, Brad, as we walk inside, kind of the significance of the outside, because it is a Tudor-style home.
Yes, it is. Originally built in 1927. This was a show home for the neighborhood, what you now call model homes. And so this was actually sold to its original buyer in 1938. And it is on the Register of Historic Places here on the National Register.
So as we take a peek inside, the first thing I was drawn to was, of course, that wall there with the brick. And that wasn't an easy find, right?
No, it wasn't. It was buried under 1950s paneling, which was walnut, very expensive paneling that was put up there. We took it down, and behind it I found this brick. I'm like, let's just expose that. So we had to replace a few of them because, of course, after 80-some-odd years, people have hammered quite a few things into it. So we had to replace a few, but it's one of the picture points of my home at this point in time. I really love it.
Okay, so as we take a peek around, aside from that, do you have any other special features that you love here?
This home grabbed me right as I walked into it. I felt like this is like the place I want to buy when I first walked into it. But what we've done to it in the 16 years that I've lived here is opened it up a little bit, so the kitchen is now open. Totally redone the kitchen there. Unfortunately, we had to replace the flooring as well because it was just, 80 years old of wood flooring. It lived its purpose. But it's like I said, it's just a wonderful home. I feel like you can carry me out of this. I'm never leaving.
You're never leaving. You're staying here as long as possible. So you've got 14 other cool properties that people can visit, and every home is different. They all don't look like this. You've got Spanish, you've got colonial, this is Tudor.
Bungalows, etc. So everything you're going to see is different. And even one of the homes we have was built in 2001, so it's kind of looking the style, but not exactly in that bungalow style. So it looks, it's new. But it's one of the opportunities we have is something that fits in as well.
Okay, and so it's happening on Sunday. It starts at 10 o'clock, goes until 4 o'clock. What's really cool is that they've got a trolley, so the trolley will take me around if I don't want to walk.
Right, it's going to run up and down 3rd and 5th Avenue, so because the houses are from Palm Lane all the way up to Wilshire this year, so there's quite a few streets that you would have to walk if you didn't have the trolleys.
Okay, so you can do the walking if you're feeling extra adventurous, or you can hop on the trolley. Again, 15 different homes to see. Tickets are $20, so be sure to come on out if you love looking at homes, if you're like me and just kind of like to see how the other half lives. A lot of charm, a lot of character in these homes here, just a little bit north of downtown Phoenix.
Kylie, I love to look at homes. That brick wall, by the way, is fantastic. I think this will be your perfect opportunity to shop and buy your first home in that neighborhood. I can see you there.
Well, Brad is a real estate agent, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of homes for sale in this area because it is so sought after, and it's such a seller's. It's a seller's market, but there's not a lot of homes. What, 5 homes for sale?
6 homes total.
Okay, 6 homes. That's it.
Well, there's one for you. Thanks, Kylie.